The architecture development method is a generic process, which means it can be adapted to meet your specific needs. Here we look at some of the key points to bear in mind about the architecture development cycle. You don't have to tailor the ADM to suit your needs, but you may want to adapt it to suit your enterprise, geographic region, industry sector, or so that it fits with other frameworks that you might be using. You may also need to change the cycle if you don't have the ideal resources or competencies to use the ADM as published. You should also consider realistically the value that you'll get from each cycle. In fact, the ADM is iterative, and every time you use the ADM, you need to make a fresh decision about the breadth and level of detail that you need to define. Each time we use the ADM, it will be to meet a different need, so consider which architectural assets you can leverage either from previous iterations of the cycle or external reference models. Each phase of the ADM is defined in detail in Part 2 of TOGAF, where the objectives and approach are defined along with the inputs, steps, and outputs of each phase. Requirements management is a continuous phase used by all the other phases. Outputs become inputs to other phases. Initial versions of deliverables are shown as version 0.1, while a formally reviewed version becomes 1.0.